Okay. You guys have questions. I have answers. Matt here from Matt's Trains and Tractors. 300 subscriber special Q&A video. I'm answering the questions that you guys asked me in the previous video shown here. So let's get right into it. Alright, first up we got Bomb the Good asking the question. He said, congrats man, my question, what is my favorite piece of rolling stock that you have? Well, for those of you who know me, I'm a big fan of sound cars. I have a GATX 30,000 or 30K gallon tank car over there in the diesel yard, and it's got a really bassy speaker to it, and it plays rail sounds and squeaking and all that kind of stuff. So super realistic, and it is my favorite. Next up we got Shoreline Railfan Productions asking me when and where did I film my first train, and congrats on 300. Well, my first railfanning train that I kind of filmed, I guess that is somewhat professional, was in Strasbourg about a year ago, or actually more than a year ago now, September 28th and 29th of 2019 for the reunionist theme, where Norfolk and Western J-Class 484 number 611 met up with its fellow sister NNW number 475. And next up we got Lehigh River Subdivision asking me, he actually didn't ask me a question, but thank you for the compliment. SNA Line Railfanning asking me, how did I get into liking trains? Well, when I was younger, my dad just one day decided to set up a model railroad in my basement, and it was smaller than this, and this was in my old house. And I was like, whoa, what is this? He's like, oh, it's a train layout. I was like, what's a train? Choo-choo. And sure enough, I began to really just fall in love with model railroading. I mean, it's not very scenic here, but it gets the point across that I have a hobby for this. So I've kind of taken that to another level and kind of expanding it. I mean, I love the layout, and I also love railfanning. So yeah, trains, and trains. Then 1961 Ford Mustang is asking me what camera and gear do I use for taking pictures and video. Well, I have a tripod here that the camera's on, and the camera that I'm using here is a Lumix FZ2500. I use that for all of my most recent videos. All of the videos that have been taken since May. And then on top of that, there is a Rode mic. Well, I think it's a Rode mic. I actually don't know. I should know. I should take an inventory list. Then I have an external light. It's a Lume Cube. And then I have this huge light here. Yeah, so that's just the main lighting. And then I have a smaller digital Lumix FC35 that I take my railfanning pictures with. And you can find those pictures on my Instagram. Then Railfan Chase is asking me, what is my favorite tourist railroad other than New Hope Strasbourg Railroad? That place is gorgeous, so much fun. And then we have Weathered Rails asking, do I have any interest in railroading in upstate New York, Massachusetts, or Vermont? I may want to go visit the Conway Scenic Railroad that's up there, and maybe even get like a volunteer job there, but I'm down here in New Jersey, so that'd be a far drive. Not so much of a daily commute. Then we have 75 A-Dog asking me, is BNSF my favorite railroad? Yeah, actually it is. It's funny you say that. In one of my previous videos talking about big rolling stock, it's in the yard currently. It was a gondola that had has the BNSF road name on it, and that is my favorite road name. Yep. Sam the Railfanner, congrats on 300. Thank you. Reading and Northern and Norfolk Southern Railfanning, also known as Gabe. Didn't ask a question, but thank you. I appreciate the compliments. Everybody, thank you for the compliments. If I don't mention your name or your channel name, still I really appreciate the compliments. The fact that I was able to hit 300 subscribers in under 10 months is really amazing, so thank you guys so much for that. It's greatly appreciated. Then we have O-Gauge and N-Scale Railroad asking me, how many engines do you have, and do you plan on showing off all of them in the video? Do you have any other scales to know? So, the locomotives that you see on this layout are a combination of my father's, my brother's, and myself, and engines owned by me. So, for example, Santa Fe 354 here, this is my brother's. Great locomotive, super smooth. And then we got the North Pole Express video coming very soon. Stay tuned for that. Just a little review and running session of this guy. Smaller locomotive, but he is mine. And yeah, and then the rolling stock. And I can't give you an exact number. It's probably around 20 locomotives, 20 to 25 locomotives. I will do a video eventually, and there will be a complete layout running session with all of the engines here currently on the layout and some other engines in the model train closet. I do plan on showing that closet off. So one day I'll do a whole roster video. And do I have any other scales then? Oh, I have a small N gauge. However, the power track has failed. So yeah. Then we got Matt's Trains. Kind of ironic. What made me want to start a YouTube channel? I needed something to do in quarantine, let's just put it that way. So I started this back around February, and COVID wasn't really much of a thing back then, so I said, I'm just going to upload a few videos. And I was like, I got to take this seriously because I'm bored out of my mind, so yeah. Then we got, what is my dream model train that I don't own? That's tough. That's tough. It's really tough because there are a lot of them, and a lot of my dreams have been purchased. Currently, I do not have a Lionel Norfolk Southern SD38. I want to pick that up for Christmas. So yeah, that's really my dream. And Christopher Trains is asking me, what is my favorite railroad from the 20th century? Can I say New York Central? I know New York Central was established in the 1800s, but I feel like it did a lot of its transportation in the 1900s. So I'm just going to go with that. I have the New York Central Niagara. That's going around the Christmas tree this year with its matching passenger cars, which are right up there on the wall. Albany Railfanner is wondering what my favorite railroad is. BNSF. RJs Trains. What made me want to start a YouTube channel, and why do I like tractors as well? Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, sir. Big shout out to RJs Trains. He's given me a few shout outs before, so returning the favor, shout out to him. Well, the whole quarantine made me want to find a new hobby, so I said, let me give it a shot at YouTube, and sure enough, I ended up liking it and growing pretty fast, so yeah. And also, I have a very unique model railroad, and I figured it would be really cool to share it with other people, and I've met great people like you guys, and it's really nice to be able to share things and to share a similar hobby with other people, especially because the hobby is so unique. So why do I like tractors as well? This is really weird. I've always been a fan of mowing the lawn, and it's like a little ride-on tractor. So I said, I need a catchy name, and Matt's Trains was already taken. I think there are like 3 other accounts named Matt's Trains. So Matt's Trains and Tractors, and it's a little catchy too. It's a little more catchy. Pennsylvania Railfanner is asking me 2 questions. What is my favorite train locomotive, and what is my favorite line to railfan? Well, my favorite locomotive would have to be the SD70 Aces. I know there's some hate against them, but I think they're cool, and some of them have neat horns too, and I don't really know horns that well, but I think that's pretty neat. And my favorite line to railfan, well, I think for a location perspective, it's probably Norfolk Southern. They're the closest. SNA Line Railfan has another question. Have I ever had a cab tour before? No. I plan on getting a cab tour from the New Hope and Ivyland Railroad once I turn 18. New York Railfanning. What is my favorite Norfolk Southern locomotive? Probably have to be the SD70 Ace, like I said, or that SD38 that I plan on picking up in the holiday season this year. Bobless Chelino is wondering what's the best lashup I've ever seen. That's really tough because I don't do a lot of rail fanning, and I also can't identify locomotives that well. So I think that I've seen an AC44 C6M with a -9 before. That sounds very generic, but that may be something worth seeing. I'm not sure. Ian's Trains is wondering if I could get any O-scale engine, what would it be? If I could get any O-scale engine or locomotive, it would probably, like I said earlier, have to be that SD38 from the holidays that I want to pick up this holiday season. And now coming to think about it, the 260Ts, I think they're called. They're in the catalog. They end with a T. They're like 260Ts. They're really cool. The tender is with the locomotive itself, so it's like a tank. I think the T stands for tank, like a tank engine. So that's pretty neat. And then East Penn Rail Productions. How old am I, and what is my favorite holiday? Do I like water and Pop-Tarts, and why do I like trains and tractors so much? Congratulations, East Penn Rail Productions. You won the most unique comment. Alright, so first part, how old am I? I'm 13 years old. What's my favorite holiday? Christmas. Do I like water and Pop-Tarts? Oh yeah. Strawberry Pop-Tarts all the way. And then why do I like trains and tractors so much? Just a hobby, and I like mowing the lawn. So yeah. Do I sell any scale trains? No, I do not, but my mom's always joking with my father and I, because our train closet just has so much accumulated rolling stock over the years that we could open up a shop. So yeah. What is my local railway around me? Not really sure. I guess you could consider the New Hope and Ivyland. miles and miles away from me, but excuse me, they're somewhat close. I know they do occasional freight runs, so you could probably consider that. And as Pittsburgh Line Railfan is wondering, what is my favorite heritage unit and my favorite musician? And the previous question about the local railway was asked by Train Corp. Sorry for not mentioning the name. And then the question about do I sell any scale trains was mentioned by Noah Helmuth. Sorry for not mentioning the name there. I was just scrolling through them too fast. And as Pittsburgh Line Railfanning, favorite heritage unit and favorite musician. Favorite heritage unit, NS 1070. That I've never seen any heritage units actually. I've seen them on the virtual Railfan camera, but 1070, that Wabash, super neat. And my favorite musician, I know this isn't a musician, but it's a band, Led Zeppelin. I'm a huge rock guy, so yeah, those guys are great. Congratulations. Oh, this South Jersey Rail Productions. Favorite Class 3. Oh, no, he changed it to Class 1. Maybe CSX. I don't know. I know I said Norfolk Southern before. I don't know. Connecticut Rail Films, my guy. If COVID isn't as bad as it was this year, next summer, do you want to hit up the north end of Springfield line with me? I think it would be fun because you can see CSOR. Yeah, man, I really would like to mix it up a little bit. And, yeah, that'd be neat. And also, big shout out to Richard Silvanus. He's got a funny comment. If I unsubscribe, then I'm back to $2.99. What's in it for me to say? Do as you wish, but, he was just messing with me. So, yeah, that's the last comment. 300 subscribers, currently at 305. It has been an absolutely awesome journey, and it still is. We're going to keep going until I get sick of YouTube, but I keep meeting new people every week, so it's really great to have these connections and really great to have these friendships with all of you other rail fans and model train enthusiasts. Really thank you guys for 300 subscribers. It means a lot, and hopefully we can get 400 by February. February will be the 1-year anniversary of my channel. So, and I have a really special video planned for that. You guys know me, I like to celebrate every time I hit a 100 in the milestone or in the subscriber. I always do a special. So, yeah, I'd love to hit 400 by February. And I got some great stuff planned. Upload schedule for this month, December 2020, in the pinned comment below or in the description box. Go check it out. You guys can get notified or when videos are uploading. I know other YouTubers do the upload schedule, so I just figured I'd do one too. Anyways, thank you guys again so much for 300. I'm Matt here from Matt's Trains and Tractors. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe and stay tuned. Get a haircut. See ya.